is up, YouTube Gaming? My name is Future Noah, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing a commentary gameplay style video. So you got the Fortnite running in the background. And the problem with that is you might be able to hear, like, me and my friends talking, which drove me crazy. If not, it's because I found a way to mute it, which would be amazing. Because I was already commentating, and like a minute in, I just went crazy over that. So I'm sorry if you guys have to hear that. So we're going to be getting into why I hate the NBA 2K games. Now, to put it short, I hate sports, and I absolutely suck at this game. I didn't play 2K20, but I played 2K19 when it came out for like $2, and the game just annoyed me. I was pretty trash at it. But I put hours, and the most I ever got to this day is 65 out of like 99 overall. Which you start at 60 overall, so that absolutely is terrible. Basically the first reason is because, like, say you jump into the game later in the game's like progression. If you're not in, like, once the pre-order starts, people will crap on you. Basically, I had people, like 90 overalls, that would just crap all over me, and it was annoying. Second off is, you could spend a crap load of in-game currency on attributes and perks and whatnot, and you would basically get, like, nowhere. It would take a crap load of perks, I believe it was, on your, like, attribute. Excuse me if I don't really know a bunch of what I'm talking about. It's been a minute since I've played an NBA 2K game. But, basically you would get nowhere with your, what was it, VC or something like that. And, you couldn't customize your character because you were spending all your currency on attributes and upgrading your character. And when you would try to play something like Neighborhood or something, you would get crapped on by these 90 overalls. Their character has like no shirt on. They have a crap load of tattoos. They have shorts. They look insane, but they look super sweaty. And that's the next thing. You have to be 90 overall just to take your shirt off in the game. A lot of people did that because it looked insanely sweaty or whatever. A lot of, like, great players at the game would wear that, like, no shirt. And you had to actually grind to, like, at least 90 overall to be in that position, which was annoying. Of course, there were other perks, but it was just the rewards that you got were, like, crazy hard to get, and a lot of it wasn't even that much. The other thing is, you would have to save up probably, I think it was like hundreds of thousands of currency, and you could get like a bike or like a scooter or a skateboard, which I never, like, in game, like, saw somebody ride on it, because the game was basically pay to win. If you were gonna try something out like that, like, if you wanted to be the best and you wanted to be riding around on bikes and riding around on a skateboard, you pretty much had to pay a crap load of money, like real money, not in-game currency. And that was pretty much your only way of getting it. There was no way you were gonna grind for hours on hours, and you were just gonna get that. Like, there was absolutely no way that you were gonna grind like that and get a bike that you could emote on, and that was pretty much it. You just ride around and emote on it. The other thing, this isn't just one game. The only games I played was, I want to say 2K15 and 2K19. 2K15 I played no online. It was just a game I got for Christmas when I was much younger, and I just enjoyed playing basketball games. I just played against AIs with whatever team I felt like, against whatever team I felt like, and essentially I just ran some NBA, and it was a pretty good time. Now, I was really into basketball because of this game. Like, for last summer of 2019, I was pretty into the basketball thing. I know I was hanging out with friends. We were listening to the draft. It was live when John Morant and who was I forget the other dude's name, but I remember when they got drafted, and it was a good time. It was enjoyable to hang out, but basically it was a hard game for me. It was very hard. I don't enjoy basketball. I don't when I try to talk about any sport in general, like my idea of like fun is to relax and run some Fortnite or run some Call of Duty or GTA. It's not to, go out with the big bros and run some football and everybody pushes the crap out of each other. And there's nothing wrong with if that's what you like to do. I shouldn't have really mocked it. There's really nothing wrong with that. It's cool if that's what you like to do. But me, I don't play rough like that. That's not like what I like to do. As you can see by my kill count and my sweatiness on Fortnite and the gameplay in the background, you can tell I'm really just not a tough guy that wants to run balls across fields. It's just simply not my thing, and it's not my idea of a good time. I like to sit in my chair and play Fortnite, so it's simply just not my kind of game. There's just a lot, but they essentially just, I think I was trying to get on this earlier and I forgot about it. Pretty much every game is copy and pasted. They just update the roster. Precisely, that's all they do. They just update the roster and maybe make a few more court gameplays or update some shoes or whatever. But other than that, you could play 2K 15. You could play like the oldest NBA 2K game. And essentially you'll be getting the same experience that you will if you're playing 2K20, 2K19. It's just different, like older players, older stuff like that you can buy. But essentially you're getting the exact same experience. Now the other thing that I noticed, this doesn't really bother me that much if I'm being honest, but I have PS Now and I see some of the older game descriptions. They shut the game servers down pretty quickly. Now 2K's kind of done this a lot. Like, I love the WWE games. I used to be a huge WWE fan. And 2K just shuts their servers down. Like, as soon as the game hits like 2 years old, the online servers are shut down, which pretty much means all your progress will be wiped. So in 2K19, oh crap, my speaker just went off. I knew that was gonna happen during the video. Pretty much, if you just say you play 2K19, you grind it, you pay for everything or whatever you want to do, you customize your character. Essentially, once this online server shut down, you can't access like any of that. You can't access your court in your house. It's pretty much you're not gonna be able to use it ever again. Pretty much, and that's kind of what's wrong with it. Because you could grind for hours and hours, and you're either going to drop the game, buy the next one, or the servers will shut down whenever that happens. And all that, that's the same thing with, like, Call of Duty games, is that, like, you spend a crap load of money, and then the next game comes out, like, the next year. That's the problem with a lot of, like, yearly, like, annual games like that. So, that's kind of why it doesn't work. And that's pretty much my take on why I don't like 2K, the basketball games. It's arguably because I'm a huge nerd. I don't like running around with a football. I don't like that kind of thing. Personally, I just like to play video games. I like shooter games. I like that. I'm just not into sports. And there's a lot of players who are like game players who play these 2K games, and it's like, oh, what video game do you play? When they say they're like a video gamer, and they're just like NBA 2K or Madden, and it's just like, I don't really have a problem with it. I don't really care. It's not gonna affect me. It's just, that's pretty much my reason why I don't like the 2K games. It's not my kind of thing. It's not my place to do. How do I even explain it? It's not my place to hang out with. I'm not cut out to just chill with a bunch of NBA fanatics while they play this cutthroat game where everybody has to be the best at it or you can't really play at all. So that's my take on it. So I'll see y'all later. Please follow my Instagram. I'll probably put that in the description. And you guys can watch some pretty awesome Fortnite gameplay. Pretty nice W. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.